Raptors take care of business in a high scoring game. The Raptors record a playoff high 150 points scored in a game, and not to beat that, the Raptors scored an NBA record 100 bench points, which broke the previous record of 97 points off the bench, which was in 1977. So this is a record that hasn't been broken over 3-4 decades, and it just shows you how great the Raptors bench was tonight. And your MVPs of today's game, Norman Stormin Powell and Serge Ibaka, who were both amazing off the bench. They combined for 56 points, 8 of 12 from 3, and just made every single basket that the Raptors needed and just blew out the Nets early. And the Raptor starters rested the entire fourth quarter because the Raptors were up by a 30 plus at that point, and it was just smooth sailing from there. But it wasn't all good news, as Kyle Lowry turns his ankle while dribbling up the court on Chioza's foot. As Chioza was trying to guard him, he kind of cuts Lowry off, and Lowry was dribbling but lost his footing by twisting and spraining his ankle on Chioza's foot. And Lowry was still playing, and it seemed like he was fighting through it, but he ended up limping off the court and went off on his own power back to the locker room. But he did not return, and the Raptors are giving him an MRI, and hopefully everything turns out good, because these ankle injuries, they can go up and down. I've seen the Luka Doncic ankle injury when he came back today, hit that crazy game winner, but that's like the minor part of it. Then I've seen the Gordon Hayward one, where Gordon Hayward missed the last 2 games of the Philadelphia series, and we don't know when he's coming back. They say 2 weeks, but who really knows? Because these ankle injuries, they're kind of dependent on the person, their pain tolerance, and how fast they can heal as well, and how bad the sprain is, of course. So we're going to wait to see what Lowry's health is, because he is supremely significant in the next round series against the Boston Celtics. But you know what? All we can do is wait now. But let's get back to the game. One quick note. Congratulations to Nick Nurse on a great season and becoming Coach of the Year. Well deserved. Coached the team to an amazing record. Despite losing Kawhi Leonard and Danny Green, the Raptors still were second best in the NBA and second best in the Eastern Conference, and were an elite team. And you know what? Proved a bunch of haters and doubters wrong, because in the beginning of the season, some analysts had the Raptors in the 8th seed, and some analysts had the Raptors not even making the playoffs, which is like blasphemy in my opinion. But you know what? We proved the haters wrong again and again and again, exactly what we did last year. So we just keep on going like that. Congratulations, Nick Nurse. Well deserved. Now back to the game. The Raptors didn't get off to a hot start, but Marc Gasol led the way, getting 7 early points, and was really hitting the 3-point shot, attacking inside. He was doing well, and then the Raptors just picked it up from there. But it wasn't easy, because the Raptors had foul trouble. Fred VanVleet was in foul trouble. Norman Powell, Serge Ibaka, and Terrence Davis. All 4 of them had 3 fouls at halftime, and it wasn't looking good. And VanVleet only played like 17 minutes in this game. That just shows you how much he struggled to stay on the court today, picking up some bad fouls and some ticky-tack ones. So it was just up and down as the game went on. The Nets took advantage of that, got to the line. Karis LeVert had a monster game, 35, 6 and 6, but it wasn't enough, as the Brooklyn Nets really had no secondary option to help Karis LeVert tonight. And the Raptors dominated the game. In that third quarter, the Raptors won the quarter 39-19, blowing open the game. And it was just Norman Powell and Serge Ibaka killing it. But there was this one sequence of plays where the Raptors were passing the basketball, as they do tonight all game long. First, OG hits a 3. Brooklyn goes, misses. Then Norman Powell hits a 3. Brooklyn goes and misses. Then VanVleet hits a 3, and then you just saw the lead just balloon to 20 plus, and then it was just like just throwing the towel. They just couldn't keep up with the Raptors, especially the Raptors 3-point shooting. Raptors 22 threes tonight and just were on fire. Norman Powell and Serge Ibaka led the team, but Pascal was great, passing the basketball, rebounding the basketball, scoring when needed. He was great at finding people and setting them up, and the whole team just did a great job of just plug and play without Lowry, without VanVleet with foul trouble. The Raptors just had the next man step up, and they came out huge in this one. Otherwise, the Raptors played a solid game today. Just gotta highlight some of the stats of the Raptors. Did well in tonight. Raptors 39 assists tonight. Huge, just great ball movement. That just shows you how great they played. 55% from the field tonight. 22 threes, and a +4 on the turnover margin, but also +30 in the points in the paint. The Raptors dominate inside and outside, which is rarely possible, but they just beat Brooklyn in almost every single stat tonight. Just complete domination, especially in that bench, and just 150 points the Raptors dropped on a team, which is very hard to do, but there were just some terrible plays. So Pascal Siakam picks up the basketball and just runs straight line drive, no help, no nothing, and all 5 Brooklyn Nets defenders are back. They just couldn't defend him. They tried putting Jared Allen on Pascal Siakam to start the game. That didn't work because Pascal just used his speed, his quickness, and his perimeter shooting, because Jared Allen's used to playing around the rim, but that didn't help. So the Raptors broke open every single defensive scheme that they had. And we'll probably see Brooklyn next year with the KD, Kyrie Irving, Spencer Dinwiddie, Taurean Prince. It might be a different coach too, so we'll see what happens next year. But otherwise, Brooklyn was a nice series to test out some defensive schemes on Karis LeVert, but the Raptors took care of business as expected. Now, the semifinals will be on Thursday, and without Gordon Hayward, it's going to be a 3-headed monster of Jaylen Brown, Kemba Walker, and Jason Tatum. Raptors got to be careful, and the switching is going to be a dangerous game because those 3 guys can score on most guys in the NBA. And the defense, who do you put on Jaylen Brown? Because I know you put OG on Tatum, and you probably put VanVleet on Kemba. Question is, who do you put on Jaylen Brown? So Norman Powell's got to step up. And Jaylen Brown's a pretty big guy, so it's going to be tough to defend him in the post when it comes down to it. So the Raptors got a lot of things going forward. Plus, the Celtics like to switch, so we're going to need some guys to break people off the dribble. Pascal, VanVleet, Norman Powell, got to find guys, got to set up guys like OG, Ibaka and stuff. So we'll see how that goes in the next series. But I do think the Raptors will win that series. It's going to be a tough one without Lowry, which I'm expecting for maybe the first couple games. So I see it going 7 games, the Raptors winning it against the Celtics. But you know what? The game starts on Thursday, so the Raptors got some time to rest up for the next one. Now I just wanted to show you guys some of the stats that the Raptors broke, courtesy of TSN for putting this one together. You guys will see the image right here. Raptors 150 points tonight, playoff record, 22 threes made in Game 1 and Game 4, 97% from the free throw line in Game 1, 39 assists tonight, 77 points in the half tonight, 100 bench points tonight, which also being an NBA record. Whew. Crazy game for the Raptors. But here is that second round head-to-head matchup for the Raptors. Celtics have won 3 out of the 4 games, and they have scored 112 points against us. And the Raptors have scored only 1 of 5, but the Raptors better field goal percentage, better 3-point percentage. Celtics killed the Raptors in the points off turnovers, almost doubling the Raptors. But this will be the first time the Raptors face their Atlantic Division rival in the playoffs. So it's going to be an epic, never before seen matchup, and it's going to be exciting. Hopefully the Raptors are healthy, and you know what? Let's take on the Celtics. I knew this was the team that the Raptors were going to get, and it's going to be a tough matchup, but we got this. Guys, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to the Raptors Wrap-Up. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think of the Raptors series or the Celtics series. Until next time, guys.